Hello there, this is Jeremy Navarro.
And I'm Chris Smith.
And we are the creators of Pixel Paths, and we're going to go ahead and do a live play demonstration for you right now in real time. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start by getting 6 random cards.
We do need a 6th one though.
Right, that was a test. You do need a 6th card. Alright, and the first thing before we start the timer is you want to just make sure you orient the cards so the characters are facing upright here. And once that is all set, we start the timer. And in a 2 or 3 player game, the rest of the cards are just moved out of the way. So the first thing you're doing is you're looking for something that might give you a good starting base card that maybe gives you some good options. Okay, I'm going to try something different this time. And then once you're done, you pass them around.
I like to start things off by checking out characters and monsters, seeing what I can create from that, and make sure I get some points at the end.
Yeah, one of the things I like to work on is the 4 square here. So I'm going to try to see if I can get that with the water, and also continue this water to get some extra points there. So we do, but I don't want those caves to connect, so I'm probably not going to choose that one. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. So I have 2 cards that give me the 4 square, but I want to see if I can get a better score somewhere else. Alright, I think I'm going to keep it that one. So hopefully, okay, good. So I can get the 4 square, but then I get the negative points there. So I'm kind of hoping that I can get that card back later. So I'll do that one. Alright, so we have our 6th and final card. And fortunately for me, that does work out. So as you can tell, we have 2 totally different maps, and at this point in time, we still have a little over a minute left, which is pretty typical when we play a game. You'll have sometimes around a minute to about 45 seconds left. And though it scales up with the 3 to 4 players, we find that the timing is still usually just about the same. And since we have some time left, as you can see what Chris is doing, we do have one more opportunity still in the next 42 seconds to rearrange anything if we want. Okay, I'm going to take a little risk here because I feel like I might... Because as you guys know, water only gives you the points if you have 3 connecting. So, can I do anything else with this? I have 1 gold coin. Oh man, I have 3 treasure chests, but no, I have 1 key on that, so I think I'm going to keep that side then. Okay, well, we have 8 seconds left, but I am satisfied if you are satisfied.
I'm good.
Alright, so you can always stop the time early, and that will be the final thing. So, we're going to go ahead and show you some close-ups of what our maps look like as we go through our scores, and we will start on my cards. Alright, so here's a close-up of my map, and we'll go ahead and go through my score. Usually we do it all at the same time, but for the sake of you guys getting a close-up, we're going to kind of do them separately. So the first thing we look at is grass. Anytime they connect is worth 1 point, and it looks like I only have this connector here, so that is 1 point for me. Alright, so you get 4 points if 3 waters connect. So I have 1, 2, 3. And that is the only one that does, and again, because that's the 4 square, which we'll do that in a second, but these 3 connect, so that does give me those 4 points. Castles. This is one that you do have to check with your opponent. So I have 3 castle pieces here. How many do you have?
Only 2.
So since Chris only has 2 and I have 3, I get the full points, and it's 2 points for each connector, so that's 2 points there and 4 points there, so that'll put me over here at 9 points. Alright, and anytime caves connect, you lose points, and I try really hard to never do that, and it does not look like I have any, so I don't lose any points there. I do have the 4 square here, which will give me the 5 points that I need there. All right, so let's go ahead and look at characters. So I have the princess here for 1 point, the elf here for another point, so that's 2, princess for 3, and the wizards for 4. So that's 4 more points for me. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and look at monsters. I do not have any any similar monsters, so I don't get any points for the monsters. Next thing I'm gonna look for is gold coins, so I need 2 of them. I don't have any, so I don't get any points for that. And lastly, treasure chests and keys. So I actually have 1, 2, 3 treasure chests, but only 1 key, so I can only unlock 1 of them, which will give me 2 points. So that'll put me at a total of 20 points. And if you guys ever get more, you just wrap around there. So my total is 20 points. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at Chris's cards and see if he can beat that score.
All right, so now we're going to score my sheet. Hopefully I get more than the 20 points that Jeremy got. We'll start off with grass. I actually did not connect any grass, which is unusual, but I was shooting for something else this time. So I get 0 points for grass. Moving on to water, I did the sneaky 3-way water connection here in the corner, so that'll get me the 4 points. I did not get the points for the castles, as Jeremy got 1 more connection than I did. And unfortunately, I do have 2 connections for the cave, so I will lose 2 points for this. Not looking good for me so far. But the back of the score sheet is what I always like to shoot for. We'll start with the characters. I have 1 elf here, princess here for 2, princess here for 3, wizards here for 4, an elf here for 5, and an elf here for 6. So that'll put me back to 8. Things are looking better. And I do have 1 monster pair here, these minotaurs. So that'll get me 3 points. I did notice as we were passing the cards around that the 3rd minotaur was out there, but Jeremy took it away from me. Too bad. I do also have a 4 corner space here with the water. That'll get me 5 points, up to 16. And then for coins, I actually was able to put together 3. So it's 3 points for each pair. So that'll get me up to 19. And then 1 point additional for the 3rd coin. So that gives me 20. Unfortunately, I do not have any chests or keys, so we actually are going to tie in this game. But that's how you would score my map.
So as you see with the final scores, we both tied, which I don't think has ever actually happened before, but we now have video proof that it does, and you guys got a real-time look at how to play Pixel Paths. So thank you very much.